Has revealed how she dropped 27 kilos in just 5 months at her first post-baby concert.
But the singer has angered health experts by claiming she ate lettuce and endured long sessions on the treadmill. Here with the details, a body image expert, Dannielle Miller, joins us from Adelaide. Danny, hi over there. Look, Beyonce's dropped an incredible amount of weight in such a short time. She's saying it's lettuce. I don't believe it. But is this dangerous?
Yeah, of course it is. And it's actually really dangerous to focus so much on our bodies after we've just had a child. We see this all the time in the media, the yummy mummy phenomena. And here's Beyonce, who was really one of the positive role models for body image, telling us that it's all about lettuce leaves and treadmills. And she followed that up later on in the concert by saying she was going home to binge on chocolate. So she's really setting herself up for some very dysfunctional attitudes towards food and self.
Yeah, it definitely sends the wrong message, doesn't it, to mums trying to get their bodies back in shape after a baby, Danny. But do you think Beyonce might have been? Do you think she might have been joking a little bit about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, quite possibly. And she does tend to be a lot more sensible than that. But really, I guess what she's reiterating there are the messages that women hear all the time, that their currency is absolutely their body, and we expect them back in those skinny jeans pretty much ASAP. We saw just recently Jessica Simpson announcing only a week after she had her little girl that she was going to sign up with Weight Watchers for $5 million in order to shed the kilos.
But Danny...
So, you know, there really is a lot of pressure.
Danny, I'm looking at pictures of Beyonce, you know, she's dancing and all that sort of stuff just there. I mean, she doesn't look like she's eating just chicken or, you know, what, I mean, just lettuce. So she's eating chicken, she's training hard, she's got a full but a very fit figure. To be able to do what she's doing, there's no way. I think she's taking the mickey here, don't you?
Quite possibly. I hope so, because otherwise she's going to get exhausted very fast, isn't she? I'm sure any new mum can tell you that, you know, there's enough pressure. Usually we're focused on, are we getting enough sleep? Is our child getting enough nutrition? But there is generally a lot of pressure on mums too, as I said, to get into those skinny jeans. And we see that all the time in the media with the post-body, after-baby images. And for goodness sake, it's ridiculous. Research shows us that 2/3 of new mums say they feel extreme pressure to get back into their tight clothes straight away, and I think that's really sad.
Well, you know, Danny, Beyonce does still have her curves, which is fantastic, but we have seen people like Posh Spice and Miranda Kerr drop weight very quickly and go back to almost a very thin frame.
Yeah, and look, they probably were both very slender to begin with. But I think the thing to be mindful of is that skinny doesn't necessarily equate to healthy anyway. I know after I had my first child, Tia, I had really bad postnatal depression, actually. And I got very thin very fast, not because I was trying to diet, because I was so nervous and anxious that I just wasn't eating. And the sad thing was that so many people complimented me and said, you know, oh, you look fantastic, you must be doing really well, when in fact the opposite was the case. So we really do have very mixed up values around body image and very mixed up values around what a new mum should look and feel like.
Yeah, I want all those new mums out there. I mean, I went through, you know, my wife obviously having my son and stuff like that, and I just used to say, well, don't stress about it. Just be you, have a healthy child, healthy mum, and when the weight goes, the weight goes. I think I've got to stop reading these magazines.
Well, thank goodness for Hilary Duff, really, because...
Yeah, she's all right, the Duffy.
She does at least look sort of normal after her baby, doesn't she?
Yeah, and that when we do it sensibly like that, David, we're going to have long-term success. At the end of the day, all this yo-yo dieting, whether it be lettuce, whether it be, you know, fasting or pre-packaged diets, it's not going to work. We know 95% of diets don't work long-term. The key is being really sensible, getting everything in perspective and focusing on your family. The rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, I don't believe that Beyonce for a second has got millions of dollars to pay for trainers and stuff like that they're going to give her lettuce and a treadmill. But thank you so much, Danny.
Thanks,
Say hi to Adelaide for me, my hometown.
Yeah.